When I talk about April 8th, 2024, the total eclipse, I'm not talking about it in a way that it's the end of the world, that it's a Y2K 2012 style event. I had one person in my last video say to me, I am going to return on April 8th, 2024, and when nothing happens, it's your ass, mister. Arr! I don't know why they're talking like a pirate, but they just are. So again, when I talk about April 8th, it is not the end of the world. Nobody has a set date to when the world will end. To me, this is more of a new phase, a transitioning, an ushering in of something. There are a bunch of events taking place in the month of April that not only have biblical references, but they also have demonic undertones as well. Demonic references. We do know that Aleister Crowley found power speaking to demons in the month of April, that the veil was thinned, specifically on the days of April 8th, April 9th, and April 10th in 1904. He was able to communicate with a demon known as Aiwass. Aleister Crowley communicated with this demon Aiwass while he was on his honeymoon in Cairo, Egypt. And he credits this demon for authoring the Book of Law, his Book of Law. Now, there also happens to be something located in this spot in Illinois. Now, like I said many times in my previous videos talking about this total eclipse, there is a location in Illinois known as the Carbondale area, or also known as Little Egypt. As the total eclipse back in 2017 and the total eclipse coming up on April 8th, 2024 will cross paths to form this X over this location, Little Egypt. We also have this biblical plague breaking out in Illinois as well, the merging of these two different broods of cicadas. There will be this massive cicada outbreak in Illinois as well. So what's in this area or location that is so important? Well, did you know that Illinois also happened to find a predicted demon? That is right, they found a demon particle. 67 years ago, and we know they love their numerology, 6 plus 7 is 13, but 67 years ago, a physicist, David Pines, out of nowhere in 1956, said there's a particle that exists that is massless and does not interact with light. That this particle absolutely opposes light. And once this particle is found, because it will be found, it will change our understanding of physics. Well, David Pine's prediction was not wrong, because 67 years later in 2023, scientists in Illinois at the University of Urbana-Champaign have found evidence of this demonic particle, this demon particle. Matter of fact, these same scientists state that they have successfully summoned the demon in Illinois. They found actual evidence of a demon particle inside metal.
Abnati from UIUC to talk about his brand new discovery in Pine's, what do you call it, demon? Or?
It's a demon. I think it's a demon.
These scientists in Illinois also call this demon particle an evil presence molecule. And they state they call it an evil presence because it's massless and it can change shape with any energy. Kind of sounds like possession. This demon particle plays a big role with superconductivity. And we do know there were scientists on board MH370 that found a breakthrough when it came to superconductivity, and well, we know that plane just oddly, quote unquote, disappeared. Scientists state that they are not finished trying to awaken this demon particle, that this also plays a pivotal role with dark energy that they are desperately trying to find. Well, another event that has not taken place in 70 years on April 8th, 2024 will be in the form of the Devil's Comet. And we will have NASA and CERN very active that day. Not only will we have NASA firing off 3 rockets at the total eclipse, 3 rockets that are oddly named APEP, which also means the devil, but more importantly, CERN, that exact same day, while this demon comet will be visible in the sky, will start up their most powerful particle accelerator in hopes of finding this dark matter, this dark energy.
Finally worked out why you were all asking me if we are restarting the LHC on April 8th. Hi, my name is Clara and I am a particle physicist working on the Atlas experiment at CERN. In fact, I've just finished a night shift in our control room. I've now finally understood why I'm getting these messages saying, are you starting the LHC on April 8th? It's because the solar eclipse in the US also happens to be on April the 8th. Just to let you know, well, the LHC is already back on. We've been having beams back in the accelerator since the beginning of March, specifically March 8th, and we have been commissioning the Large Hadron Collider, which means checking that all of the settings and everything's running properly before we do the collisions for data taking. So we have already been doing test collisions, but it's the regular running that starts on April the 8th. It just happens to coincide with an astronomical event, so the timing is a pure coincidence.
So, like I said, these scientists found the demon particle in 2023. CERN will initiate their Large Hadron Collider on April 8th, but everything will end in something known as an awake facility on April 22nd. Here's where everything ties together and why they're trying to usher in this king demon, this antichrist, this demonic messiah. Now, like I said, everything ends with CERN on April 22nd at a awake facility. Well, what is happening on April 22nd? Well, April 22nd is the beginning of Passover, and it will last until April 30th of 2024. Many believe that this will be the date that the red heifer will be sacrificed in Israel. Now, it will be sacrificed soon because the altar has already been built, and that they're waiting for Passover in order to sacrifice this red heifer. And again, the reason why this ceremony will take place is so that the Jewish people can usher in their Messiah. This is not a second coming of Jesus Christ because Jewish people do not believe Jesus Christ is the Messiah. So this will usher in this new Messiah for Jewish people. The last temple that was built and destroyed was 2,000 years ago by the Romans. So you mean to tell me it took them over 2,000 years to rebuild this third temple? That there were no other red heifers or red cows that were born between the last time the temple was destroyed and today. So it tells me that they found something, that there's something about this month of April, and that they found something that they can now go ahead with this ritual and usher in this Messiah. A month where all these bizarre and unique events are taking place. News and media are also letting us know that a condition that was discovered back in 2020, discovered in a man back in 2020 because he bumped his head, researched and investigated in 2021, well, 2022, 2023, nobody heard of this condition that they knew existed back in 2020. Well, oddly, in March of 2024, news and media are letting the public know that demon face syndrome exists, that people see demons, and that it's a condition. Now, going back to this demon particle they found in Illinois a year ago, they also state that these demon particles are very important to computing. In the realm of computing, demon particles may facilitate the development of novel electronic devices that operate with unparalleled efficiency. The absence of resistance with these devices could lead to the creation of ultra-fast, energy-efficient computers, marking a quantum leap in computational power. Now, what did Geordie Rose state, the founder of D-Wave, quantum computers? Or in my opinion, demonic wave. Well, he stated with quantum computers, they found the key to the abyss, and that they are summoning demons, a tidal wave of demons, and nobody's paying attention. As we bicker with politics, nobody realizes that they are ushering in, summoning in demons.
A conspiracy that's arisen on the internet that goes like this. So D-Wave builds quantum computers. The way that they work, if you know this, how this works, is one of the interpretations is that you tap into these parallel universes and they do computations. Sounds really weird. But what's happened is this idea has been hijacked to describe something called the Mandela effect, which is this thing where the past changes. So think about something you know to be true from the past. And then imagine you went out on the internet and you can't find it at all. It's not there. It doesn't match with your experience. So these people think that D-Wave is responsible, and CERN. And of course, the quantum key to the abyss factors into it somehow. I'm not exactly sure how. It says things like this, like, when you do this, beware. Because you think, just like the guy in the stories, that when you do this, you're going to put that little guy in a pentagram, and you're going to have your holy water out, and you're going to wave it at the thing, and by God, it's going to do exactly what you say and not one thing more, but it never works out that way. So this is an attitude that some are having, this emerging alarmism about the way this is going to go. But these words, demons, doesn't capture the essence of what's happening here. I don't know if any of you are turn-of-the-century weird fiction fans, but there's this guy named H.P. Lovecraft, who's a very famous American weird fiction author. And he espoused a view which is called Cosmicism. And the essence of Cosmicism is cosmic indifference. So what he was saying is basically, yes, there are these massively intelligent entities out there, but they're not good, they're not evil. They just don't give a shit about you even in the slightest. The same way that you don't care about an ant is the same way they're not going to care about you. And these things that we're summoning into the world now are not demons, they're not evil, but they're more like the Lovecraftian great old ones. There are entities that are not necessarily going to be aligned with what we want. So this transition is really, really massively important for our entire species to navigate. And going back to that thing that Sam Harris was saying, nobody is paying attention. This thing is happening in the background while people bicker about politics and what's going to be in the healthcare plan in the US. And underneath it all is this rising tsunami that, if we're not careful, is going to wipe us all out.
But they have always been summoning in these demons. They have always been allowing these demons to cross over. We had Aleister Crowley summon his demon lamb by using these ritualistic dark magics. CERN is no different than these magics to open up these portals to bring in demons, quantum computers to bring in these demons. But April just happens to be one big ritualistic month. And since they've always been playing with demons, summoning in demons, I have no doubt that this major demon they're summoning in is their king demon, what they worship. This king demon professed to be God inside this temple and possibly lead behind the scenes. It'll pull many strings. We're going to see many more bizarre events take place, many more ritualistic style events take place as we progress into the future. X marks the spot on Illinois where they found their demon particle. They are going to find their dark energy on April 8th and end everything in an awake facility where the ritual will take place where they sacrifice this red heifer. It all comes together. 2024 is indeed the year of the dragon. Well, in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.